I didn't really know what to expect when I started this thing I guess I could refer to as a personal experiment, seeing if it's possible to naturally heal your body or any issues you may have with it. Here's a sweet pepper plant I have, and what's so crazy is that it was only producing green peppers for the longest time, and about a week ago it started producing some yellow and orange peppers. But before they would stay green and they'd still taste delicious. They tasted like any other pepper, but it started producing some colored ones, and that's pretty crazy to me. This is a little pea plant. I used to just buy my vegetables and other things from the grocery store until I started kind of looking into these quote-unquote conspiracy theories that start circling the web every time you step onto the weird side of YouTube. I lost both of my parents to cancer, and it really opened my eyes, one, to, wanting to become my own scientist, and here's some zucchini. My own scientist to discover if it's true. Is it possible to grow plants with just water, or do you need insecticides? Do you need chemical products? I promise my garden, everything you're about to see in this video is made from water and some soil. I haven't used any insecticides. I haven't used any chemicals. I've learned my lesson with a couple plants with regards to corn and how it will never get enough nitrogen just from the soil itself, and you need to add some fertilizer or plant food that has nitrogen. But besides that, everything is made from just water. Here's some onions that I haven't tried yet. They've been growing for a while, but I have about 3 pots growing, and I think I have 5 onions total. There's some more corn. Again, I planted kind of an abundant amount of corn, mostly because you can see back there are a couple more pieces of corn. I messed up on the first time, and I didn't want to keep giving up. This is a bush bean plant, and again, I have a couple of him, mostly because I've either killed it, it's been taken over by bugs, or it just wasn't growing. But this guy is beautiful, and it's amazing. A lot of the time they say, oh, you need support, you need this, you need this. I don't think my plant would like to be on metal clasps, so surprisingly it's done great itself. And here are some beans I picked from it, and it's interesting, they're not all the same size, they're not all the same shape. Some of the peas inside are bigger, the pods, are bigger. Some guys don't grow, but you tell them you did a good job anyway, and that's about it. Here's another bean plant I have. It's amazing the taste difference between a store-bought vegetable and a homegrown vegetable. It's almost like they're two totally different things, and it's almost like you get a little bit of excitement, a little bit of adrenaline, getting ready to eat something you grew, because it's almost like, damn, is it poisonous? Like, is it edible? Are there bugs living inside of it? But hey, it's experimentation, and nothing's perfect, and something that has literally blown my mind is this guy. I planted him from just a seed, and he has not stopped growing. It's a guy that I definitely have to pay attention to every single day, multiple times a day, picking off bugs, picking off little eggs. As I've said, I don't use insecticides, and with a persistent gardener, if you just have a set of fingers or a spray bottle, you can spray off any bug or kill anything that might be hindering your plant. But you also have to keep in mind that bugs are made for a reason, and they're attracted to the plant for a reason, and sometimes it needs the bugs and sometimes it doesn't. Now with these insecticides, they kill all of them, the predator bugs, the big bugs. Plants need ladybugs. It needs tiny little beetles for the ladybugs to feed off of. The ladybugs eat the bugs. You don't need to kill the bugs. Let the food chain. Here's my tomato plant. It has a little bit of nitrogen deficiency and some watering issues, whether I forget to water it or I watered it too much and it gets cold the next day and the soil stays moist. But he's still producing baby tomatoes, and every time I trim it, it just keeps producing more and more of these amazing, delicious tomatoes. And I'm telling you, you guys, It's nothing compared to the stuff you see or buy in stores. I don't know what they're selling us or convincing us to buy, but it's scary and it's disgusting. Here's some more broccoli. I honestly thought my other broccoli guys weren't going to make it due to either bug attacks or something going wrong with the soil, but they've surprised me and revived every time. Here's some sweet peppers. Actually, I think those are hot, but I guess we're just going to have to find out. Here's another bean plant that looks a little bit, like it's been through some stuff and might have a little bit of bugs, but it's still producing some beautiful beans. And don't judge a book by its cover, you guys. A lot of the times, the reasoning behind tiny little plants coming up, or mushrooms or fungi or bugs, is an indicator. It's the plant telling you it needs your attention. It's lacking something. It needs something. It just needs its branches wiped off or something. These insecticides kill off everything. It won't let you know when a plant is lacking something. Yeah, the plant will look healthy, but it's either the genetically modified stuff that's inside of it or something else. This is another beautiful broccoli. I'm telling you, when you plant a tiny seed and you just hold on to it for a little bit longer before you plant it, it does amazing things. I don't know if you guys remember the video I made not too long ago where I had my wooden planter and I was planting some seeds in it. These are some cosmos that I planted and I had no idea what to expect. I thought I was going to get one flower with a stem, a couple of leaves, and one flowering bud, but as you can see, there's over 10 tiny flowers already and small little ones getting ready to blossom open. Those tiny seeds that I planted, I think there were 4 total, turned into this mini forest. I also planted some lettuce, and there's one bean plant you can see down there that's still trying to thrive, but if you look down in there, it's almost like it's its own little habitat. It's amazing, and all I did was plant some seeds in some soil, and these miniature forests grew. You guys, man has never and probably will never be able to develop or create something that a seed from nature can do. You guys, a tiny seed that's almost microscopic to the human eye can create a cedar tree that can live to be 500 years old. It can create a cosmo flower that can reproduce year after year after year. No man can do that, you guys. No machine can do that. No artificial intelligence can even fathom how nature can produce such a tiny seed, how a seed can know when to open, when the right time for everything is, when to suck what out of the soil, when it needs some help. Plants are all around us, you guys, and I love when people say, but plants have feelings too. When you pick the fruit or vegetables off of a fruit-bearing plant or a vegetable-bearing plant, it doesn't die, it produces more and more vegetables. These plants are here for us. These slaughterhouses, y'all, that's another topic for another day, but watch what you eat. That's all I gotta say.